by the knee problem. The sore left knee comes in. Buck Williams only played 6 minutes against Orlando, and he had missed the prior 4 games. And he said he'd give it a go. The knee has been bothering him. Knicks lose a little more size as Ilgauskas hits a pair. 13-10. 3-point Knick lead. Trying to get Allan Houston off a pick from Buck Williams, and Allan goes the other side, gets the ball, call for traveling. For Knick turnover. And Dudley now will sit for a while after that second foul. That's after he walked off the court. Jeff Van Gundy. A little chat. Van Gundy does that quite a bit. A lot of coaches just let the players, when they come off, go right to the bench, sit down. But Van Gundy frequently stops them, word or two. Always working, always coaching. Well, it gives the player a positive feeling. In other words, he's not being put on the bench as a failure, so to speak. You know, the coach has something positive to say, and hopefully the player learns something that'll help him next time he's on the court. Bob Sura in the game with the ball, another Florida State product, going against another Seminole, Charlie Ward. Kemp feed to Henderson. Ball knocked loose, and a blocking foul call on Charlie Ward. It'll be very interesting to see Bob Sura play tonight. This is only his 16th game of the season because of leg injury he had. Kept him in a cast throughout much of December. But meanwhile, last night against Milwaukee in a loss, he broke loose with a career high 30 points. Guy shot 10 of 17, 8 of 11 from the foul line. And he's another guy like Ilgauskas in the sense that big things can happen with his talent. Big things. And that from last night, as John mentioned. Sura and Ward are good buddies. So Charlie Ward just smiling before. Pretty good guards in that era at Florida State. Of course, Sam Cassell, the New Jersey Nets. 13-11, Knicks lead by 2. Just over 4 minutes remaining, opening quarter. Johnson wants the ball against Kemp. Johnson, aggressive move, stripped but foul. And that's where Larry Johnson makes things happen. When he gets the ball, immediately makes a decision. He's going hard to the basket.
He is also taking the disadvantage in height matchups and turning it into his advantage. He's taking Kemp, he's taking Ilgauskas out on the side and put the ball on the floor and used his superior speed against their superior height. But what does the height mean if a guy's flying by you, as Johnson is doing?
That's the first foul on Kemp, 3rd team foul against the Cavs. Ward, the penetration. Charlie Ward, beautiful feed. Buck Williams cannot put it in and kept the rebound. Knicks have blown a number of opportunities at point-blank range. Person blocked by Houston, rejected out of bounds, and Houston kind of holding on to his right hand for a moment. Looked like a finger. No matter what it is, it's going to cause concern to the Knicks coaching staff. The wrist improving, but still not near 100%, despite his terrific play as of late. Ilgauskas, huge advantage over Buck Williams, who defends him well, and Mills gets the rebound. Mills, the move inside, left hand won't go. Johnson, the rebound. Mills, the rebound. And the Knicks will set it up again.
Smart of Mills not to force up a shot with 7-3 Ilgauskas there. And Buck Williams,
doesn't take a lot of those 17-footers anymore, but puts that one in. The Knicks back up by 4. Kemp double teamed, and he stepped out of bounds. That entire play because Buck Williams came over to help on defense, forcing the turnover. 2:57 remaining in the first. Knicks lead the Cavs by 4. Kemp during All-Star Weekend talked about a lot of things. Frank DeGrace had a chance to chat with him. And one of the topics that came up that Kemp felt strongly about was officiating.
Officiating is so suspect in this league, man. That I mean, you just never know what's going to happen on a night-to-night basis. I just wish it was somehow, some way that the players and officiating we could communicate better. I really do.
Do you think there's one thing like touch fouls, or is there one rule?
I just think the officials are too personal right now. I mean, you know, it's always been a physical league. There's always going to be physical contact. They have to accept that and just know that. I mean, it's just the way it's been. But to call touch fouls and touch fouls, I think it hurts the league. I really do.
Well, Kemp obviously a physical player, but I think the league going back a couple of years because they wanted to open up more offense. They've called the game tighter in the last several years.
Just checking his numbers this year. Fouled out of 8 games this year, which is a very big number. So undoubtedly, that is part of his problem right now, getting used to how the officials are calling the games this year. He's got to be up there among league leaders at this point. Qualifications.
Cedric Henderson hits the jumper, and it's 15-13.
Michael Jordan has fouled out 10 times in his whole career.
He hasn't fouled out in about 5 or 6 years as Larry Johnson draws the foul going through the basket. Plus the fact, John, as we see Vitaly check in for the first time. Brother Knight will also come in. Ilgauskas and Henderson will sit down. In the last couple of years, there's been a number of new officials. Some of the veterans have gone on, and I think it takes a couple of years for the young officials to know when to let it go a little bit. It's a complete different game to officiate than the college, and that's where the majority of the new officials come from, or a number of them do. And I think that has something to do with it as well.
I think you're right.
I want to ref an NBA game.
I know you do. I know you do.
Henderson, by the way, picks up his second foul, and Larry Johnson hits a pair of free throws.
If I leaned down now and took your bag where you carry all your NBA information and turned it upside down, it wouldn't surprise me if a whistle fell out.
And a striped shirt. Of course, in the NBA, well, they do have the stripes now. Way off the mark is Person. Sura tried to steal it from behind, still Nick Ball. Person, 0 for 3 from the field, has not scored yet. He's their second leading scorer at 16 per game. And Person also is another guy who was very quiet, had only 9 points in the first game against the Knicks. They did a good job defensively on him. Overall, Knicks playing solid defense. Cavs are shooting 29% from the field. Johnson, strong move to the goal, but had to alter the shot. Cavs quickly the other way. Turns against Buck Williams. That's a tough shot. Starks gets the rebound. John Starks fires away. Three-pointer for John Starks. Knicks are 3 for 3 from downtown here in the opening quarter, and they now lead by 7, their largest lead in the early going. Potompo deep in the post, in and out. That one halfway down. Buck Williams, quick outlet pass to Starks. Alley-oop goes to Johnson. Starks on the pull-up. Johnson, another offensive rebound. Knicks with good hustle. Excellent effort here in the first quarter as Ward draws the foul. Brevin Knight ball for the first one. That's going to be his second. And the Cavs over the limit, so Charlie Ward will go to the line. And a familiar face to Knicks fans coming into the game. Scotty Brooks, first played last year with the Knicks. He'll come in for Brevin Knight. It's a nice little ovation. That's the murmur in the crowd. He's a fan favorite. Williams misses the first. Has always conducted himself in a very pleasing manner as a professional basketball player. What a nice hand for a guy who basically was the 12th man as Herb Williams comes in. Herb comes in as well, so I think part of that hand was for Herb Williams as well.
Scotty Brooks has been playing an average of 8 minutes a game this year. Doesn't expect to get that much playing time, and he certainly isn't, but there have been some bright moments for him.
There you see the poor shooting from both teams. Kemp finally gets one to go down. His second field goal. Nick lead cut to 6. Half-minute remaining opening quarter.
And Ward probably tried to do too much with one hand on that play.
Sura nearly throws it away. Person right there to bail him out. Person off the mark again. Starks the other way. Knicks with plenty of time. A 3-on-2 break. Starks feeds Allan Houston underneath and